on any minute. There we go. Hey, everybody. How are you? Hi. Hi. So I'm Steph Strickland. I work for KGW TV here in town. But the thing that I like doing most of all, it is truly my favorite time of year, is coming to Rose City Comic Con, our local con, and to see you guys all here, all dressed up in your fantastic cosplay, and to be a part of the panels that we have is amazing. So I don't know if you know this or not, but the guest I'm going to bring out actually has a pretty significant local connection to us here. He's also wickedly funny. I mean, we were in stitches yesterday as I tried to show him Facebook Live for the first time and discuss that with him. But he is on Instagram. So for those of you who are on Instagram, if you want to pop it open and give Jon Heder a follow, his username is Heder John. But I think we need to step it up and be noisy and bring him out with a rousing, rousing welcome. Jon Heder from Napoleon Dynamite and others. Come on out! Woo! That is my chair.
It had Velcro on it. That was awkward. Oh,
It
gosh.
really does have
I think
Velcro
I'm
on it.
breaking
I didn't
everything.
know that. I didn't know that.
Oh, I think I hurt my spleen.
Normally, when I come out and do these panels, you'll usually see me with a bunch of notes, and I actually took a look at my notes and I threw it right out the window because I know that it's going to be the Jon show, as it should be. This is going to be a riot. You guys have already figured it out. You're queued up to ask questions. So what do you say we turn it over to them right away and let them get started?
All right, sure.
All right, let's start with you over here. Go ahead.
What was your favorite scene to play in Blades of Glory?
Blades of Glory. Yeah. Oh, now I can see you all better. And all those empty chairs in the back.
It's a huge room, by the way.
Hey, I asked for an intimate setting. This is too big. My favorite scene in Blades of Glory, you ask. Yes, Zelda. I will answer anything for you. Let's see. I loved skating. I really did. I loved training, even though I broke my ankle doing it. I loved any of the skating stuff. Anytime we could get on ice, that was my favorite. Like learning the choreography, and when I think the best part was that first time the fire and ice routine where Will Ferrell and I are like on our knees, like doing the. And that really was kind of a magical moment because we shot it in an order, and we looked at each other and we're like, we're getting so close to each other. This is awkward, but it was like kind of this is the defining moment of the movie. Like it's two guys who have to awkwardly skate together and smell each other's man musk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for your question. Let's go over here.
Hi, Jon. My name's Alex. I've probably seen Napoleon about 15 times at least.
Beginner.
You're like 70% of the reason.
Everybody else here is way top that.
Oh, yeah? I'm sorry. But you're like 70% of the reason I decided to come here with my friends. But I was curious what it was like working with Will Ferrell, because I've heard mixed things about working with him.
Mixed things? Would you like mixed drinks? Like he just, I don't know. He was awesome. I loved him. I mean, do you have other sources who've worked on other movies with him?
I've heard from people that he was kind of diva-like. I don't know.
Diva-like. Well, I mean, yes, I had to be flown in a chopper to get to his, his set. But no, just kidding. He was. No, I loved working with him. He was. It really felt like high school again in some ways. I was the freshman, and he was the cool senior who was like. You guys seen Lucas, right? Remember Lucas, that old Corey Haim film? I was Lucas. He was Charlie Sheen. He was like the cool senior who said, like, come on, I know you're a nerd, but I'll take you under my wing. It felt a little bit like that. Really cool guy. It was great camaraderie, and we always kind of joked that he was, when it came to the comedy, he was the show pony, and I was the Clydesdale. I did the heavy lifting, setting up with the jokes, and he slayed it. But on the ice, I was the show pony, and he was the Clydesdale. he would lift me by. Yeah. Anyways.
All right, thank you.
It's all right. Thank you.
Okay.
That's cool.
Not sure how big of a handful. What?
I got
Huh? Huh?
I got 2 questions.
Yes. You can bend the mic down so you don't have to like break your neck.
Yeah. Are you in the cast of Pickle and Peanut?
I am.
And what is your favorite scene in it?
You're not going to ask which one I am?
Yeah, which one?
I'm Pickle. Yeah, answer to is, well, kind of, if you guys want to see what I'm doing right now, or at least hear what I'm doing right now, Pickle and Peanut, Disney XD, it's awesome. It's like one of the projects I'm actually most proud of because it's really funny. It's like Ren and Stimpy meets SpongeBob, and I play Pickle, and there's a peanut. Anyways, yes. And then what?
What's your favorite scene?
My favorite scene? I think it was the season finale where it takes place in Australia, and it's a 2-parter, and I loved, there's a really fun song we sing anytime we get to sing, because it was kind of a dream of mine. And in the voiceover world, you can kind of be crappy, and people love it.
Outstanding. Let's go over here.
Hi, John. I have a question from, question from my son and a question
There
from
he
me. My son is a huge Benchwarmers fan, and he wants to know just how much fun you had making that movie with all those guys. And then my question, though, that I've been dying to know for a long time is how in the heck did Will Ferrell lift you up by that?
Okay, first part of your question. How much fun was Benchwarmers, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, it was fun. It was awesome. I loved Benchwarmers. I've been pretty lucky having a very fun time making the films. Like sometimes Blades of Glory was fun, but it was a lot of hard work. It was like a lot of training, and we actually had to be on a diet, and that sucks. And it was a lot of hard work. Whereas, like Napoleon was so much fun to make, and Benchwarmers, that was like night and day from Napoleon, where Napoleon was super low budget, indie film. We had to like eat food that had like maggots on it probably, and we had to share like bathrooms at the same time. It was kind of that level, and yet there was such, it was so enjoyable because it was a labor of love. We loved this, and we were all friends involved. And then you shoot to a few years later, do Benchwarmers. That's an Adam Sandler production. It's big budget. They have huge like trailers and tents and oh man, lunchtime, I swear I gained like my freshman 15 then because they would have chocolate cake and lobster sometimes together, and you're like, oh, I can't shoot the next scene. So it was completely different, but I had such a blast making that one because David Spade, Nick Swartz, and we would just hacky sack in between takes.
Wow.
You guys remember hacky sack?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course. Okay, this is Oregon, of course. And how did Will Ferrell lift me by my man meat? It's special effects and a lot of weightlifting.
Were you in
Mostly
the air?
special
Were you
effects.
actually in the air?
You know what? There's that picture of me. I honestly don't remember. I don't think I was. They might have done a face replacement, like literally like cut my face out and, face off, that kind of thing. Yeah, no, there was a lot of stunt doubles involved.
Thank you.
Let's take it over here.
Long-winded.
I was wondering what your favorite show or movie that you acted in is.
My favorite show or movie, I mean, I hate to play favorites. I love them all. I think Napoleon really was probably the most personal to me, so that's kind of my favorite. It's so unique, and it's awesome. I'm sorry, standing right next to her, I want to go, something. I don't even think that was wrong. I took a little sign language in college. One semester, I just remember, Thumbs up from her. Thumbs up, that's a sign for awesomeness, I believe. I'll check my Scout handbook.
We'll take a question from
Yes.
over here.
Hello.
Hello.
Today's my mom's 67th birthday, and
Happy
when she heard
birthday,
we were
Mother.
coming here, it'd probably really mean a lot to her if you could tell her happy birthday.
What's her name?
Lucille.
Lucille.
Yeah.
Lucille, everybody on 3. Happy
Happy
birthday. I didn't count to 3.
birthday
To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Lucille. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
I caught you a delicious bath, Lucille.
Very good. Let's take a question from over here.
Oh, is that Lilu from Lalu? Oh, this is what? Misty?
Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon. I'm talking about the Fifth Element, okay? It's a little bit closer. Yeah, we got the 45-year-olds over here thinking I'm awesome.
Multipass.
Hi, you're like one of the main reasons I came. I was gonna take a
Thank you.
picture with you, but when I came over, it was like practically ending, so I was like, oh, okay.
Well, I'm going back.
But my question is, on Napoleon Dynamite, if you could have played any other character, what would you have played?
Kip. Kip was pretty awesome. I mean, I don't know if I would have. It would have been a different Kip altogether, but I don't know. I can do a pretty good Kip.
Okay.
Just like really T.O. right now. Kip is pretty awesome. The other day on Instagram, thank you for that plug, by the way.
You should follow him.
I shared two fan art pictures, one of Napoleon, one of Kip, and Kip got more likes. You know, I don't know what that's all about. Freaking A.
Awesome. We'll take a question from over here.
Hi, my name.
Hello.
Sorry,
You guys got to rest your hands. Okay.
I'm not good at this. My name's Nayanda. I just saw you like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, I know. You were awesome.
Thanks. You started too. I love your shoes still. My friends compare me to you a lot with a lot of my jokes in Napoleon Dynamite. I was wondering, what are like some of the most strange habits you have that drive your friends or family crazy?
Ooh, good question. I'm like, partially OCD when it comes to just kind of a lot of things. That kind of drives my wife crazy.
Like
I'm-
what?
I'm trying to. Well, some of it's a little intimate. So
Well.
no, like literally, like it has to be exact same length of sheets on each side of the bed. Drives me insane. If I wake up and it's all off on one side, I'm like, oh! Wait, what, honey? I'm like, no, there's definitely weird quirks.
It's funny because I'm OCD too. That's why I'm laughing so hard.
Yeah, there's just like organizing things. Maybe I've got a problem. Like sometimes, things have to be in the right order.
My whole fridge is turned label out, so I believe me, I understand.
Oh man, I'm always rearranging the fridge.
It's got to be just so, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's not, it's chaos.
Freaking A, the dairy goes up here.
Every single
All
time.
dairy.
How do we not
But if
understand
it's sandwich
this?
cheese, that's dairy, but sandwich stuff goes in the middle drawer. I don't care. I know it's dairy and all the cottage cheese goes up there, but
My husband packs the fridge like he's trying to escape from a bank robbery.
yeah.
He's just like, shove it in.
When we go camping, that's when most of my weird quirks come out because I love camping, but I have to be so organized when I'm camping. Like everything we have to find the right hole to piss and poo in. It's got to be perfect. Otherwise, what's the point?
Sounds super relaxing. All right,
yeah.
let's go. I'm teasing because I
You have to
understand.
find the right length of branch to hold on to. Sick. I'm so sorry, you guys.
It's funny. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, my first comment was I loved you in When in Rome. That was hilarious.
Oh,
When you're
thank
the
you.
magician. And my question was, do you still remember your dance in Napoleon Dynamite?
so I get that question a lot. I mean, I know what you're all thinking. No, I don't remember it because I never memorized it, because I never learned it, because it all came from the heart in the moment. It was all freestyle. So I only did it once. And I've seen the movie a few times. But yeah, I think most of the time fans know the moves way better than I do. Because, like, to me, the Napoleon Dynamite dance would just be freestyling again.
Could you do
know.
some now?
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys, it's been a long time. I can't, I don't feel, I have to listen to my heart song for a second. No, I don't know, like, what move have I been?
Yeah.
There you go.
Thank you.
I never do that, only in Oregon. Jeez, so stupid.
Speaking of Oregon,
Sorry.
where is your enchanted forest shirt?
Oh my gosh, I forgot about it.
Dang it.
I'm just kidding. That would have been really
And then
cool
he's just
reveal.
bare-chested. There's no shirt. I'm like, what just happened?
Oh shoot, I forgot the shirt. Yeah, I forgot that it had chocolate stain on it because I like chocolate. Because I had some of those sweet Blue Star donuts.
Yeah.
And Enchanted Forest is my jam. That's my place. If you've ever been south, go to Salem and go. It's worth the trip. It's magical.
He's got the shirt to prove it.
Yeah,
With the chocolate
it's
stains.
very magical.
Let's take a question over here.
I had a couple of questions. One for my fiance. She was wondering what lip balm / chapstick do you prefer and what flavor?
Geez, flavors. All right. Well, I prefer Burt's Beeswax. This tube has been in my pocket since 2004, and I've yet to use it. No, that's whatever the flavor Burt's Bees is.
Oh,
Peppermint and
wax.
vitamin
With
E.
vitamin E and peppermint.
Oh, nice. I had one other question.
Oh,
The
I love
sigh
this.
that you found at the thrift store, was that actually a thrift store you were at? I mean, did you guys plant that stuff, or was that like
No.
a legit thrift store?
Pretty much everything you saw was real. That
Oh,
was,
nice.
I think this,
I've looked. I can't find one.
a sigh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, did you look in Preston?
I don't know. No, I didn't go there. Sorry. I'll have to.
I know that when we shot that scene, he was just like, "All right, John, in this scene, you're just kind of rummaging through the stuff, and if you see something cool, just do it." That was there's very few improv kind of scenes. Everything was pretty controlled, but I remember finding that sigh because there's no story to it. I was just like,
Yeah. Where did
putting
you
your
find
belt loop. It's like, sweet. This is what I would do. But then, of course, he always remembers he has no money, so he's like, oh, I'll put it back. Yeah.
Thanks, man.
Take a question over here.
Hi, John.
Hi.
So this is actually more of a serious question. You're LDS, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And you have some very not so LDS films?
That's not true.
No.
Yeah.
It's not? Oh.
Yeah, you're wrong, so go away.
I actually think it's
Hey,
really
to each his
impressive.
own, tomato, tomato, right?
I actually like to say potato, so.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I like to say quesadilla, quesadilla. Ooh, that's what I'm going to use from now on, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I just want to
But
know.
yes, there are some moments. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. How do you kind of balance that out?
Well, for the main part, I cut out the rest, and what you see is the much better version than what it could be. Like, I think Napoleon used to be XXX, but I did a lot of editing, and we came up with a very different movie.
I see.
No, it was, it's all whatever my heart tells me. Each project's different, and I just look for, I mean, for me, it's all about message and kind of like, and not just message, but what the film is trying to do and accomplish and what it's trying to say. And sometimes it's just, bench warmers is like, okay, that's stupid. It's just stupid, but it's really fun, and that's kind of the point, and that's what we're trying to do. So yeah, every single project's different, and I kind of gauge it differently. Sometimes I'll do this, and sometimes I won't do that because in the context of this story, it might make sense to do this, but in the context of this story, it doesn't.
Okay.
That kind of answers. Yeah. That's my very around the corner kind of way of like, oh gosh, she caught me.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Take a question from over here.
I have a question for my boss's son. He wanted to know, what was your favorite scene in Napoleon Dynamite to film?
I think that was Joan Cusack's water.
Okay, I'm going to clean this up right now.
Yeah, that's John
Here,
Cusack's.
pass me that. I'll be right back.
No, just go. What are you doing? I was joking around.
No, but this stuff's got to go anyway. I'll be back.
Oh my gosh. The liquid in there was red. I was like, oh, what's in there? Okay, I am so sorry. Say the question again.
What was your favorite scene to film in Napoleon Dynamite?
Let's see. This one. That was improv. I really love shooting it all, but I think the scene I found the funniest for the longest time, I really loved the Rex Kwon Do scene. Love the Rex Kwon Do scene. I love anything that we shot in the school. Like the school was a really cool location. I mean, it was real, and it was fun having all the extras and kind of playing around them. I loved doing stuff in the house with like Kip and Uncle Rico. Like when we do the time machine scene is really awesome. I love that one. Hold on, I forgot to put in the crystals. Yeah, those are some of my favorites.
Very cool. Thank
What? No, you fat lard, shut up and stop telling me what to do. That was really mean. I was not quoting. I can't believe they laughed and clapped. I really wish they would
It's all in the
stop telling me
delivery.
Yes, dang it, it's a trap. I just sound like him when I'm frustrated.
This comes from the heart.
Nobody takes me seriously.
Acting's all about your personal truth. Okay, let's go ahead and take a question from over here.
What was the funniest scene in Napoleon Dynamite?
Well, that's subjective or objective. Wait, which is it?
Subjective.
Well, you guys are so. It's Oregon. You guys are smart. It's all subjective, little one. What was my favorite scene? Is probably what you mean, huh? I think, yeah, the Rex Kwon Do scene really was, for me, like I laughed the hardest at that scene. Yeah, just watching him beat up Kip. Although I forget about the scene where I slap Kip. Anytime Kip was in pain, that was really funny to me. I loved doing that scene when Napoleon and Kip are like, ding dong, I'll go get it. And then he runs off. And it's like, jeez. Yep. All right.
I think that's all.
Take a question over here.
Hi, my name is Abby. I was wondering what the most awkward thing that happened to you on the scene or while filming Blades of Glory.
Blades of Glory, the most awkward thing? I remember Will and I joking about this one weird, awkward extra. Extras like the background, the people in the background, and we had a lot of extras in all the skating scenes because we had to fill up those stadium seats. And there was one guy, and it was awkward because it wasn't really embarrassing. Yeah, every time we would skate and turn our heads, he was always there in our line of sight, just going, like, and we're like, oh gosh, Will, don't look now, but this guy is undressing you with his eyes. It's like, no, I think he's undressing you. So we had like a bet going on who he liked more, and it doesn't matter who turned their heads. It's always like, it's kind of like, when you see someone here and you try to do that drive-by look, like, so anyways, pretending you're not looking at someone, but you look at them the whole time. I get it all the time. I don't know about you guys. And every single time he's just like, I don't know. I was like, he was a mime or something.
Can you see him in the final cut of the movie?
No, I think they took him out back and shot him. He was too distracting.
CGI is better these days. You can
again,
scrub them digitally. It's no problem.
Again, it's so great having Will on set. He has the power to do that. I say something like, "Oh, John," and Will's like, and they're like, "Yes, sir, right away." That might, the kissing scene with Jenna Fisher was, we tried to make it awkward, and in trying to make it awkward, it became very awkward. Because then it's like, am I making this weird enough? Am I over-awkwarding it? And
Well, you succeeded, so.
Oh, thank you. Oh, I thought it was romantic. Anyways.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Question from over here.
Hi, I'm Cynthia. I was wondering, could you do the pickle 333 shout for us?
Oh my gosh, you know that? 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3.
Thank you. Well, I just had one more question.
You guys, it's just for her. Those who don't subscribe to Disney.
One more question. If you remember the assembly choreography from Napoleon Dynamite, could you do a little bit of it for us?
Were you even listening like 10 minutes ago?
They brought it down hard.
I don't remember it. It was all freestyle. I remember, okay, this is how it went down real fast. Just hopefully appease you. No, the only thing I choreographed was the first 2 8 counts for dancers. That sounds cool. Like, it was based, wait, does he start out? Yeah, he stands there, and then we, the whole like, doon, 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 and this was all planned out, and then he goes, what is it? Okay, there, that's it.
There, well, that's all that matters. It's the first part. Thank you.
You can go home and lay and die in your sleep.
Yeah.
That's not a wish. I'm sorry. That was is not the desires of my heart.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Go ahead.
Jack Sparrow, yes. He's
Close
so
enough.
pissed right now because it's not Jack Sparrow. Is it a pirate, though?
No.
Or something Assassin's Creed?
It's hard to see.
Is it?
Yes.
Nailed it. See? Sometimes 2 times.
So yeah, about a decade ago, I heard a rumor that while you were filming Napoleon Dynamite, the scene where you and Pedro are going off the ramp on the sledgehammer, that when the ramp broke and you like hit your nuts, like I heard it was like legit, like you weren't on board with that, and it only increased my skepticism because when Pedro goes on it, you could see like a little middle block there, but the second that you go on it, the middle block is missing and it just instantly caves.
What do you want the answer to be? This feels like a loaded question.
Did you see it coming?
Yeah. I think it was kind of obvious. No, it was definitely in the script. I mean, it was such a perfect setup. Pedro does the perfect jump. Yeah. You caught like 3 feet of hair that time. But yeah, then we scored it, and it was just like, it was again one of those instances in that film where we didn't have stunt doubles for anything. We couldn't afford it, and that's fine. We didn't expect it, but I'm still like, so I just go run over it, and like, okay, it's probably gonna really like hurt me. He's like, yeah, no problem. Okay. So yes, I mean, it was all real, but I knew it was coming, and you're just like just sweating it the whole time, kind of like, and then you just do it, and like, whatever. You sacrifice for your art is the take-home lesson today.
Thank you.
Like you did. You dressed like a weirdo. No, you've got the Assassin's Creed hood. That's cool. That's pretty legit.
Take a question from over here.
All right, I have like 2 questions. The first one is, I heard like a rumor that the guy who played Don, the guy with the blonde hair.
Yeah, I know him well. He is my mortal enemy.
There was like a rumor that in a hotel room when you guys were filming,
Jeez, all these rumors.
I like this though. We're getting to the
I'm
bottom
waiting
of it.
where this goes.
that like he thought his room was. He said his room was haunted, so he went to go sleep with the guy who played Pedro in his room.
Whoa. Whoa. I did not hear that one. Nor was I aware if it's true or not. Hey, obviously in that rumor, I am not involved. So let's leave it in Rumorville. Yeah, it could have been the Plaza Motel in Preston, Idaho, like the only motel there. Yeah, I mean, I suppose it could have been haunted, right? I mean, anything can be haunted. Did they bed together?
I didn't hear it whether or not. I just heard you went to go sleep.
You know what? I know Efren / Pedro. I will ask him if that's true, and come and see me tomorrow, and I will confirm it. Yeah,
That's good.
I wasn't. Yeah, that didn't really need applause. But it's not like you guys really applauded anyways.
The second one is
almost sound like you wanted to, but didn't quite make it.
In the intro where like the custom made like chapstick and lemon heads box. Do you still have the box and the chapstick?
No, I don't have those things. I have like some of the drawings, I think. I kept the Pegasus Crossing sign that's in Napoleon's room. I've kept a lot of the posters, like in Napoleon's room, the unicorn and the wolf. I kept those posters because they were legitimately cool.
I just heard on a documentary that he still has, like one of the guys who worked on it still has like in his junk drawer or whatever.
Yeah. I think the art director kept a lot of that stuff. That lucky.
All right.
Yeah. He's like, all right, I'm done.
He's like, cool,
That
thanks.
was the best.
Take a question from over here.
Okay, so I have kind of two questions. The first one is my brother told me apparently every year at Salem Art Festival you show up wearing sunglasses.
What's the weird part? That I show up to the Salem Art Festival or that I'm wearing glasses?
Well, the glasses is specific, and
There's so many rumors going around that are just
the best panel
random, but they're so like mean nothing. Like, is it true that you might have eaten a cup of beans at one point? And if I did, nothing. You just probably had a healthy bowel movement. I love going to the Salem Art Festival. If I'm there, June 23rd to 26th. I love going to, I used to go, I was part of CET. You guys know anybody, any Salemites here? Yeah. I don't know you guys. I was part of the Children's Educational Theater. We used to perform at the Salem Art Festival. So when I go back home, I definitely like to go. And if it's a sunny day, I'll wear glasses. Although it is pretty shady in Bush Park. That's the name of the park, you guys, no joke. Bush Park. And yes, I'm sick of like high school kids bugging me, so I wear glasses. Because that deters them completely. Is that? No, that's too cool. It can't be him.
And my second,
I'm like, it worked. They're like, no, he just winked. Not cool anymore. Let's go talk to him.
and my second thing is in the scene where your guys are in the kitchen and the cheese block is like moving. Does that bother your OCD? Because I have OCD as well.
Are you talking about like the pile of cheese?
Yeah, like because there's like the block of cheese is on the counter and it moves.
Oh, I've never noticed that. I noticed the block of cheese or the pile of cheese that goes like from tiny to like big, and then back to tiny. You guys know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I've never seen the block of cheese move. I'll check that out.
I might have it mixed up. I don't know.
It might be the same ghost from Pedro's room. Or from Don's room, yeah.
We'll take a question over here.
All right, so I have 5 rumors that I need to get to the bottom
Exactly.
Oh my God. Nobody even brought up the rumor. There was a rumor going around on the internet right after the movie came out that I died. Nobody saw it. That was a legit rumor. That was weird. And I actually, no, like to the point I had family members, like even my brother called me. I was like, John? I was like, yeah. He was like, okay, just making sure. I was like,
No, so I'm gonna be the weirdo who, while everyone else wants to hear the hits, I want to talk about the new album, the new movie, Ghost Team.
Yes.
I was bummed that the screening got switched and I couldn't see it, but what was your experience working on that, and what can I expect when I finally do get to see it?
Real fast, the movie he's talking about, Ghost Team, it's on iTunes right now and digital platforms, VOD, on demand. Really fun. One of the funnest movies I've worked on, because it was an independent film, so it's so much fun because you have so much freedom in a lot of ways while being constrained by budget. But we shot that in New York last year, and it was a ton of fun. It's like a fun, like horror comedy thriller. It's got a lot of laughs. It's a couple scares, but yeah, that's kind of. I mean, go check it out. It's awesome. It's a very little movie, but it's got a fun little twist, and it's great. If you like ghosts, you like comedy, you like creepy barns out in the middle of New York.
Always.
Yeah.
And then, real quick, how many roles did you go up for that were given to Joel David Moore?
Oh, you know about that? There's a little Joel David Moore is this actor who he's actually a buddy because he directed me in a film that he directed. But we always seem like when he first started appearing in eBay commercials, everybody was like, "John, that's you." I'm like, "No, that's not me." And then he started going. I auditioned for Avatar, and he got the nerdy scientist guy in Avatar. And then I auditioned for this. But then a couple of years ago, I did a pilot that he auditioned for, but I got it. So I went over and I lit a bag of poop on his front step. And he was like, "Wait, I should be doing that. You got the role." And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, still pretty sweet. Uh-oh, it's starting to stink. Let's go."
All right, well, thank you.
Take a question over here.
Hi, I'm Kayla. I just wanted to say my boyfriend couldn't be here today, but he's a huge fan.
Oh, name drop right there. I've got a boyfriend. I'm legit.
But
Sure. He's right there in your imaginary pocket, I'll bet.
Yeah, okay. He quotes your movies all the time. But my question was about the dance scene. No rumors, I promise. How long did that take to film?
3 takes.
Really?
Yeah. Again, they don't really. Every shot in the movie was pretty much 3 takes, and we got to move on.
Yeah.
But I was like, okay, Jared, who wrote the director of the film, I was like, okay, I don't really know what I'm doing, but he knew I liked to freestyle, just goof around. So I was like, all right, let's just play 3 songs. Let's play 1 song, and as soon as I'm like about to puke, I'll say cut, take a breather, drink a little water, and then we'll do it again. We did it 3 times. We did it to Little L by Jamiroquai. We did it to Canned Heat by Jamiroquai, and then we did it to some song off of Off the Wall by Michael Jackson. I was like, and we figured with those 3 songs, we didn't know what song we would have the rights to get. And we were hoping to get Canned Heat by Jamiroquai, and then we ended up getting it, and that was awesome. But we figured from those 3, we could kind of edit together the best moves. So there is some chafe that you have not seen that's not up to par. Sometimes it's like, okay, and then keep dancing. But you'll never see that.
Never?
That's not in deleted scenes. I had them burn it. Because I don't want people to believe. I want them to think I'm a dancing god.
And my second question was, it's my birthday today, so I was wondering if I have a friend from the dance team here, and I'm on the dance team, and I was wondering if we could
Another
freestyle
drop.
with you.
I'm on the dance team, no big deal, whatever.
But I was wondering if we could freestyle with you.
Freestyle with me?
Yeah.
Come freestyle real fast.
This is going to be great.
Is that a contest? My dreams come true.
That's very good. Take a question from over here.
Hi, I'm Sophie.
He's gonna take a knee.
All right, no,
Take a knee.
I'm not that bad.
And I have two questions. My first one is from my friend Cody, and he was wondering if you were still in touch with the cast from Napoleon.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm going to talk to Efren tonight, clear up some rumors. Are you and Don like a thing now? Yeah. No, we all like have each other's numbers and we'll like text each other stuff every now and then. And like a couple years ago was the 10-year reunion or anniversary. So we did a couple events then and we bump into each other every now and then. But yeah, it was awesome. I think one of the coolest moments was when I had, like, let's say Pedro and Deb and Uncle Rico, and I want to say someone else, but they all came to my house and we did a private viewing of Napoleon for like these church youth kids that I helped like out, and that was a really cool moment. And that's how good of friends. I was like, hey, you guys, can you come do this? And they were like, easily, we'll come do it anytime.
Cool. My second question was, what's your favorite line from Napoleon Dynamite?
My favorite line is always changing. It's always different, you know. What was the new one recently? That's like $1 an hour. That's a pretty good one.
Thank you.
So, just the injustice.
Take a question over here.
Hi. So my brother and his friend watched Benchwarmers more times than they probably should. And I was wondering what your favorite scene to shoot was from there.
My favorite scene to shoot was probably, I loved playing anytime in these movies, like the sports ones. I mean, Blaze of Glory and Benchwarmers. Whenever I got to do the sport, skating I loved, and in Benchwarmers I was supposed to stink at baseball. But at the end, like the final game where we're actually like hitting balls, I love doing that because I was like, you guys know, seriously, I know I'm playing stupid, but I can really hit balls, and I thought it was pretty sweet. But I loved, is there a specific scene? I mean, anytime we shot I think the very first baseball game you see in it where Rob Schneider's character, brings this out. Come on, you guys, let's play these punk kids. That was kind of the funnest because it was the first time there's bugs in here. Get climate control. And it was the first time we all got to kind of do our thing comedy-wise, shooting. Everybody was there. We had the kids, and that's where we kind of set the tone for the film, and it was a ton of fun because I love doing physical comedy and just, looking like a stupid dummy on film.
Wait, I apologize. We only have about 2 minutes left, and I want to try to get to as many people as we can. So go ahead, ask your question. I'm so sorry. I just want to ping pong, so we try to get everybody.
Hi, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
I'm just curious if you enjoy watching the movies that you've been in.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind every now and then, but sometimes it's like, okay, I've seen that a lot. I haven't seen Blaze of Glory in a long time, so I feel like maybe I'll wait till my daughter's old enough and then watch that again with her, Yeah, sometimes it's fun, and sometimes it's like, okay, I lived it. I don't need to see it. I'm kind of 50-50. Sometimes I don't mind watching myself. Sometimes it's weird.
Okay, thank you.
Let's go over here for one question.
All right. Hi. So my question is, what was it like working with the Aquabats and being Eagle Claw?
Aquabats, you guys know, for those who don't, it's like a band out of the OC, Orange County, and they have a TV show that did a very short run, like 2-season TV show. It was awesome. Those guys are good friends, and I love doing it because, again, it was very low budget, but kind of just did crazy weird stuff, and I played a villain. It was the first time I got to play a villain, and we shoot like lasers out of guitars at each other. I was like, that's pretty sweet. You never get to do that.
All right, thank you.
Let's go over here.
All right, Napoleon, since nobody's asked.
My name's not Napoleon, you dimwit. You dingleberry.
We want to know how you enjoyed your time on the My Name is Earl set.
Oh, that was awesome. I did an episode of My Name is Earl, and Jason, oh my gosh, Lee, duh. I've worked with him actually a couple times, so that was really cool to I think that was like the third time I had worked with him. And that was really cool because, again, kind of whenever you get to work with the same person multiple times, you start to kind of build a fun relationship there. And they're really cool. Just a really cool set, really funny people. And again, we had a blast.
Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, we're running out of time. Go ahead.
So, in Blades of Glory, how did you feel being the pretty Princess Peacock?
I loved it. It was fun to finally play something where I'm like actually supposed to be good at something and not just a dingbat, but like, okay, I'm like supposed to be Olympic level good and kind of playing so against type, like the teen beat, good looking, like, yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was fun because I'm like, oh, this would never happen in a million years. But look at my hair. It's like Farrah Fawcett on steroids. It was,
Very nice.
It was incredible.
No double perm.
Yeah.
All right, last question here.
Yeah, hi, John. Could you tell me a few of your favorite movies, like comedies, when you were growing up?
My favorite movie, comedies growing up, it's almost appropriate, but Better Off Dead was one of my favorites. I have to go get something signed by John Cusack.
I could have done that for you earlier.
Shh, you can't do anything for me. I loved Better Off Dead growing up. I mean, like that for comedy-wise, Raising Arizona is still kind of one of my favorite comedies. And as a kid watching that, comedies, like when I was a teenager, I loved Cable Guy. I loved Will Ferrell in all his stuff. That was a dream come true to be able to work with him. I loved Jim Carrey movies. I loved, as a kid, yeah. I mean, all that stuff. I mean, I'm a child of the 80s, so, Back to the Future and The Goonies is still kind of my favorite movie, pretty much of all time. So, yeah.
All right, let's take a quick photo, you and I. Please smile. One,
Is
two.
this Facebook Live? What's going on?
No, just smile. All right, Jon Heder, everybody, give it up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Wow, we started filling up. Woo! Yeah, just in time for the Cusack twins.